Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another segment of Let's Play Legend of Mana, my 100% storyline guide. Where we left off, we just did a lot of things with the fairy storyline with Matilda and all that jazz. Which is, while tons of fun, also quite complicated. And I believe we ended in the Duma Desert with fireworks. So that means we need to do the questline Instrument 101. So this questline activates after you do the sand area, the desert, because one of Miss Catherin's students visits your workshop as a project and builds you basically a construction room for building instruments. Now these instruments, depending on what you make them with, how high quality of a metal do you use, or bone, or whatever it may be, as well as what type of spirit you use to imbue it with power, will influence the strength and potency of, or, well, that's the same thing, but the potency of the weapon, or the instrument. And this allows you to cast magic spells based off of what type of spirit you used. Which for some people is a really big part of the way they play this game. It's not so big for me. I'm kind of hack and slash, I'm gonna kill you now kind of guy. But I can attest to when I was young, it was the way to go. I was all about the instruments and the magic that they used, which can be really quite useful in the middle of a brawl. I'm not gonna dog them at all whatsoever. It's just not my playstyle anymore. That being said, now that we've completed dropping by our orchard, we want to swing back on over to our workshop. And right inside will be one of those students that said, I just built you a shop for making magical instruments. Up the stairs on the right, this week's assignment is building an environment to make instruments for yourself. So I built a shop right here. My assignment will be done once I get an elemental coin. Can you help me? Of course, we want to help her out, and she and or he, you can never tell by their outfits, is going to let us know how to get elemental coins. And you do that by playing music for spirits. So we're here in Western Domina, and we have two wisps. So we're going to use this instrument, the flame flute, which is unlike normal. We don't normally get the flame flute. Normally we get this, that's different. She will normally give you a different instrument. They seem to really, really like it. I really like the flute's music. Personally, I think it's really good. So you want them to get really, really close to you. Even this is not where I like them. I like them right on top of me. So it seems like they're no longer moving because this is a predestined event quest. So we're going to stop playing. We're going to run up and grab some coins. And we're going to get 2 wisp silver. Oh, 3 wisp silver, my bad. And later on we're going to trade these to this particular student so he can get all his assignments done properly. Phew, I'm done with my assignment now. Haven't we had that feeling in our life where we've been like, oh, thank God homework's done. I'm going to say oh nothing because I know how to make instruments. He's going to ask for 2 of those silvers. and he's going to give us an Aura Silver and a Salas Silver, as well as a Minos Bronze, which is pretty good. Not a bad trade. Getting coins is quite simple. Basically, just like finding pet eggs, you go to areas within maps that bosses have either spawned before or will spawn later at some point during a quest line, and you will tend to find yourself a either a wisp, a spirit of some kind, and or a monster egg. So we're going to go ahead and go back and turn this quest in, and then I want to check on something, because we caught a monster in our last stream, and I just am curious as to what in the world that particular monster was, because I don't normally catch monsters out in Lake Kilma, so I just kind of wanted to see what that monster turned out to be. I'm very much a storyline fan. I'm not normally a person that goes out and does the whole, I want to collect them all, Pokemon style monster collection, because you can only have 5 at a time. However, my sister, who is, y'all have seen in chat before, is very much that. Nice! I didn't know. Wow, I was not expecting that whatsoever. So we have a TD now. Well, let's feed the poor thing. He's so cute. Oh my god, look at him. Sorry, I'm a sucker for cute things. Gonna give him a peach puppy, because that sounds cute, and some fishy fruit. I think he'd like fishy fruit. What about you guys? Let's send him out to graze. Well, that was cool, and I wasn't expecting that whatsoever, but he looks like he belongs out here, doesn't he? So we're going to head back out in the field and into the field of battle and head on to our next quest, which for us is going to be the beginning of the underworld, which is the questline Fallen Emperor. So we want to place the Trembling Spoon right above the jungle, and that will spawn us the underworld. Make our way on over here, and let's take care of some business. Now, this is the beginning of another one of the what I would call major arcs, storyline arcs of the game, of which there, I would say, are 4. The Jumi arc, the Fairy Matilda arc, the Dragon arc, and then there is an arc that I would consider consolidation of a couple storylines, and that would be the Sirens, Gilbert himself, and the Penguins all kind of mesh together into one arc on their own. Warrior, I shall test your strength. And Locke appears, who is by far the most useful companion in the game, unless if you have Sierra, which is his sister, only because she attacks faster and is a little more consistent. But this guy sticks around for a little bit longer and is generally quite reliable. So we're going to tell the guy, alright, I'll go down in the underworld with you. And he's letting us lead the way, even though he is like been in the underworld for God knows how long. See, even the shadows are warning me that this guy's trouble. Shadows are like forgotten spirits, so to speak, is a way of putting it. So I'm going to swing a left at the first door. I'm going to pass through it, and it'll head you straight to the third floor. You're going to swing on down. You're going to come straight across and down this way. Olbon is nearby. Olbon is this way. You want to come over here. Olbon is one of the wisdoms. And we're looking for him so we can get the baptism of flame. Which I believe is this door or the second door? This door, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to talk to Olbon. I'm Olbon, Keeper of the Underworld. Lark, Dragoon of Draconis. Why do you bother me bringing this person down here who's very much alive? As a Dragoon, I must follow the will of my master. So will Draconis' evil plan succeed now? I would love to help out if you had a nice spot for me. So he may be a wisdom, but he's very much all about himself. If you really mean it, then give permission to perform the baptism of flames. But if those words were meant to insult my master, then mind you. Permission granted, receive the baptism of flames. Okay, the reason why we did this was so that we could teleport to the bottom of the underworld and get the baptism of flame and skip tons of needless crap. So when we talk to this guy, we have permission to perform the baptism of flame. Here you go, Daddy-O. And so we're going to be baptized in the flames of the underworld. Now we can go to the bottom levels. Without it, we have to fight our way down here to this room. Find out we don't have permission, go back to Olbon, which is down over here, and just go through a generalized mess. Alright, so we want to swing a right again. That's Olbon's room. Now, I don't remember which door it is. I don't think it's any of those. Rip, haha. I'm a scrub. I'd actually like to map these out. So these are all the doors to the right of Olbon. So it's the second door past Olbon's door in the next room. And once you find the succubus and these guys, the cursed dolls, you know you're on the right path if you're looking for the bottom of the underworld. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. On mini games, we tend to create what you would call mile markers, so to speak, or hey, how do I know if I'm going the right direction? This is one of those mile markers for me. Nice. So we're going to keep swinging around in this ever-descending circle, or rectangle-ish thing. Just going to end this quickly because I don't want to have to deal with it. Demon meat, not too bad. And here we go. This is the bottom of the underworld right here, and I'm totally ready to fight Hitodama, I believe his name is. Hitodama. And that's this angry spirit right here, who looks like a very, very upset wisp. So he's going to possess one of these faces. Oh, we did enough damage that he's going to possess two and do two attacks. Okay, nice. If you can stagger him long enough, you use evade. So Lark knocked him out of the range of my attack, which is a bad idea. So he's switching to the faces again. If you see all 4 faces light up at the same time, expect him to, oh, he dodged. Oh, I got him anyway. Nice. I love Wind Slasher on the Brave Blade. It's just too good. GG. But as I was saying, if you see him light up all 4 faces, you want to get out of the middle because a spear, or a trident rather, is going to come flying down and wreck you if you don't look out. Incredible. My master will be most pleased. So, this is like resident asshole number 1, Draconis. Prepare yourself for my master comes. Lord Draconis. If there was to be, in my personal opinion, a supreme evil in this game, it would be this guy. Now, he's not the boss of the game, but he is the boss of this particular story arc. Enough pleasantries, great world. My name is Draconis. I summoned you for a reason. I want you to return the magical powers stolen from me by 3 dragons. Long ago on the surface, I was once the Emperor of Dragons. The 3 jealous dragons stole my power. I was made to wander the underworld in this weakened form. I awaited the coming of one who could defeat the 3 dragons in my stead. So what my master wants is for you to defeat the 3 dragons. Either way, you must cooperate. Now this is where they tricked you. Because if we leave you as a half-spirit, you will eventually turn into nothingness. I could not stand letting so strong a warrior fade away. If you defeat the 3 dragons, I will return you to your previous form. So you have to accept it, because if you reject it, you're stuck here and you can't do anything. So enter maniacal laughing. Mwahahaha. I'm indebted to you, strong warrior. And he will wisp you away out to the top of the world again. My master told me to give you this as a proof of our contract. He gives you the Skull Lantern, which allows you to summon Norn Peaks, which is where one of the dragons will be. Every item or artifact that they hand you here should lead you to the next area within this particular arc of the story. But with that done, we're going to go ahead and turn it in. Our tree's getting rather big looking now. Not quite there yet, but he's getting there alright. And that ends the Fallen Emperor. So we're going to go turn that in and prepare ourselves for our next quest, Diddle Had It. So if you remember back in, say, the first or second video, we did the quest Diddle's Letter. Diddle being the main tune person to the Diddle and Capella show, has pretty much decided he is done with, well, life, to be quite blunt. And we're going to go over to Lumina, where we last saw him, and see what's going on and why is he feeling so down about himself and down about the world. So off we go. So here's Lumina. Oh, here's Lumina. Lumina. One of those. Ooh, chocolate macadamia nut cookies. Oh, I partake here of some of these here beauties. We'll let Diddle explain why he is so upset. So you could try talking around, or you could just talk straight to Diddle, and you'll realize that Diddle has had it, which is not activating. Wait, okay. Now that Capella's bragged a little bit, Capella should have had it. Alright, why is Diddle not activating? Diddle, get whiny. There he goes. Okay. So we just had to come back real quick. And he's gone again! Diddle had it. So we go to leave. And you'll see that Diddle's not there. So we'll go talk to Capella and see where he thinks Diddle went. What's got into him this time, man? Like, oh well, it's not my business. So he's gonna go about juggling. So we're gonna try to hunt Diddle down. We'll look around and we'll find that Diddle is nowhere to be found. So we're gonna go to leave Lumina. It should actually activate by me just leaving here. I don't know why it hasn't activated. Nope, he doesn't care apparently. Alright, so at this point, we need to return home, and 4 shadows should show up at Lumina. I'd forgotten this little bit that I had to come home first. Alright, now that we've returned home, we should be able to walk out, and those shadows will show right on up and invade Lumina. There we go. So the shadows, realizing that someone's about had it with life in general, are now seeking their prey to bring them down into the underworld to make them like themselves. Because if you think the world has nothing left for you, you will become nothing but a shadow. So we're gonna run in and be like, what's going on? Lo and behold, we'll run in here and see what Capella's doing. Oh, Diddle, why does he do this all the time to me? I know, I'll go look for him. And reluctantly, Capella will leave to look for his friend. Only to find that Diddle is being kidnapped and taken to the underworld, of which we just spawned, and that's the reason why we're doing this quest now, is because it's available, because the underworld is on the map. Quickly knock this out, since the underworld is now out there. So they're gonna laugh and blink away. And we're gonna follow them. Capella, I can't go on. I've had it. Wait a minute. What do you mean you've had it? He's had it with life, pal. He's with us now. Like that bad group of kids who finds your best friend and your friend falls in with the wrong crowd because they don't feel like they fit anywhere anymore. Let's take you to the underworld. So they take Capella in there too. And so it's our job as the shining hero to delve into the underworld and help them out. So they're sending me straight to the bottom of the underworld, which is gladly where I want to go. I have found that you want to avoid talking to him at this event. For some reason, unknown to me, I've seen many people fail this event at this point. So what you want to do is actually hit them to go to the bottom of the underworld. And then you want to have to go out there. I don't know why it makes a difference, but I've... Whoa, that was loud. Oh, something popped behind me. The door was suction closed. And scared the shit out of me. Alright, off we go. So you want to avoid the shadows from this point because they will send you back all the way to the bottom, and you want to avoid them. Most of them are pretty easy, but this group up ahead has caused me trouble in the past. Take down the Chimera Beast and move on to the next area. Hey, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you watching. How have y'all guys been today? That is Griffin226 and Delta2X Romeo. Welcome back. And you want to fight this group. Because we have Counter-Strike, these guys are no problem at all. They start to try to attack us. I click triangle and they disappear. Alright. Gonna fight one more group. Two little baby dragons, so to speak. Take those guys out, grab the EXP, and move on to the area where the shadows and catch me are at. So you're gonna go through this doorway here. Okay. This group, catch me, and the other group right after them catch me. You want to wait till these guys move up. Oh, he almost like reached out and touched me, didn't he? Oh, that's how I want it, right there. Okay. The group that I got caught on, part of them disappear and part of them reappear. And so you have to watch their movements and run along the backside wall at the opportune moment, otherwise you're going to get caught like I did. That group there and the group right after them, I tend to get caught on. I don't know why. I know how to get past them, and I've done it many times. I just have a bad habit of getting caught with them anyway. Dodge around the back of them. They do decent amounts of damage. Notice that one hit me 2 times and knocked me down to 43% health. Baby dragons. Let's go ahead and just end that quickly. Nice to see you back, Romeo. I'm glad you're doing alright. This, by the way, Romeo, is the promised playthrough that I was posting to YouTube. My YouTube is in the contact me or link me in the panels below the stream. So if you want to see all the videos that I've already done, you can go ahead and go check them out there. Nice! PS2 OP. Alright, so you see the movement that they do. When the others are moving back, the others are moving forward. So we want to move right now. And I just caught him just by the hair. Damn it. I moved too quickly, actually. Which is really unfortunate. Normally on the second try I walk right past them, but apparently not today. What'd you hook up your PS2 for, Romeo? What game do you have in mind? Were you pulling a Legend of Mana out? Oh, this one? Nice. Well, I'm glad that if you want to get 100% of the story, you can follow along with the guide and just do what I do and You'll get everything. We're actually, I wouldn't say, we're not halfway through the game at this point, but we're getting there-ish. Notice that these little baby dragons have the ability to cast a fire spell that does burn over time. Dude, I've never got to play Chrono Trigger all the way through, and I feel like such a scrub because I haven't. Oh, I made it. Yay! Okay, this is the group that I'll normally catch myself on. So you see this marker here. Nice, I made it. You get to that marker, then you want to move down. Later on, when you come back here, you'll have to do a similar run through of this area that has even more shadows, and that you got to dodge those as well. And by the marker, I'm saying is that little face stalagmite, I believe, is the ones coming from the ground. That long one, that's the one you want to get right beside and then go down. If it's got 13 different endings, that's one of those games that I would definitely play, because I love games that I can play it and it has such replayability that I can do it and do it again. Probably the reason why I enjoyed Mass Effect so much was because you could play the game, experience different character progression, plot progression, completely change who you were as a character, as the main character, through the choices you made, and those choices carry it on to the sequels. I just thought that game series, that game series had me. Well, stop. Why are you smiling again? What's kind of funny? Nothing's funny. There's nothing good about life. You get hurt, you have fights, and there's too many goodbyes. Watching your shows doesn't make anything better. And I don't like it when people laugh while you juggle. Shadows are getting into this little cat fight. I know, I understand it all, Diddle. Diddle's like, no, you don't, bitch. This world is full of boring and nasty things, but I still like living in this world, and come back up, you know, and when I make the world a better place for you. So take care until then. I'll be waiting for you up there when you get back. So they're saying you can't go back, and once we've got you, you can't return. Capella, I won't turn into a shadow. I'll remain myself, so don't worry about me. Did you hear that? He's not gonna turn into a shadow. Yeah, right. Are we ever gonna have fun with him? And then Diddle, like, returns part of his, like, humanity back by playing some music. Just to prove that he's still down. Like, he's still one of the bros. Which I think is really, really cool of him as a character. So they're like, hey Diddle, I'll let you in on something. All you need to do is run. If you can make it out of here alive, you're free to go. But if you don't make it out, the monster's gonna gobble you up. And they get all excited about it. Of course, you know, no one has ever made it out alive. So we're gonna fight as a monkey ape, or a mummy ape. Ape mummy. He can really just fight shit wreck you if you don't pay attention. So I'm just gonna continue to stagger him by pacing out my attacks properly. I'm gonna slightly move with him as he moves. down he goes. And my bunny took so much experience just then. Holy crap, bunny, you are a douchebag. Well, I'll have to try Chrono Trigger out and play that one all the way through, because I've played bits and pieces of it, but I've never like played it to actually get a good feel for the storyline and like do what you would do with a game like this, where you delve into it and you pick it apart. And I like doing that with games, so I feel like Chrono Trigger is one of those that I'll have to go purchase a hard copy so I can get the emulator and stream it. Because you can't stream or get the emulator version of anything unless you own a hard copy of it. Otherwise, it's copyright infringement and tons of like legal shenanigans. And I'm not about that life. Because personally, I'm a collector. I'd much rather just have the game in the first place because I want to play it. So if I gotta purchase the game, it's not a big deal for me at all. So they have a complete bro moment through all this. Stars spin as they fall when you're trying to catch your breath. What's that supposed to mean? It's a secret. You're one strange guy, aren't you? So they watch the stars together, and it's like this whole bro moment. I love that relationship between the two of them, even though it's like an old married couple, but they're bros. It's whatever. I think it's funny. Do you have any other like games that reach out to you other than say Legend of Mana and Chrono Trigger there, Romeo? Because after I get done with some of my old games, I want to pull out some of the new current games that or more current games rather, that I've really enjoyed. I want to go through the Darksiders series again and play those. Those were hella fun. Secret of Eve. Now, I want to go back and play Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars on stream, because I'm all about that game. But the Secret of Evermore, I've heard was good, but I've not played that one either. I've read about that game, actually. Never done anything with it, more than read about it. So now that we're done with this one, I think we're good to go do the Seven Wisdoms. So let's go pick up a little man here. And so he's got a personal quest, and we're going to help him out with it. He wants to go see all seven wisdoms because he thinks that hearing their wisdom and talking to them will make him a better wizard, a better sorcerer. Alright, so off we go. But yeah, the Darksiders series really gripped me, and I like the way they played off the storyline. The characters were fairly good, but the combat system was hella fun, and it felt like platformy puzzle-like Legend of Zelda, which is by far my favorite game series of all time. So for me, it was a really, really solid experience. I enjoyed it immensely. So we're going to go to Ulcan Mines and see if Pokel is here. If he is not, he's probably in Lumina. Not to mention, who doesn't like being death itself? I mean, that sounds like fun to me. So Pokel's not here. Oh well. So we'll leave Ulcan Mines and go to Lumina. We'll hunt him down somewhere, because we will find him. Breath of Fire is another series that I have unfortunately not gotten to play. Now, the reason why I didn't get to play that one is because I didn't have the console when that game was out. And I didn't get that particular console. It came out on 360 and PlayStation 3, right? If I remember correctly. And if I'm incorrect, oh well, rip. I didn't have the consoles at the time of the game's popularity, and I just haven't got back around to it. So Pokel is not here. Rip Areno. Oh well. We'll get Pokel here in a bit. We will find him. In the meantime, we will go grab 2 other wisdoms on this side of the map. One in the jungle and one in the underworld. That would be Rosetto the Beast and Alban the Warrior. Another game I would like to play on stream would be Pokemon Coliseum. That was an underrated game. A lot of people didn't like it. I loved that game. I thought that was awesome. The storyline was so different from every other Pokemon game out there. Pokemon. Gotta catch it all. Pokemon. So we talked to one wisdom. So it was the Xbox, PlayStation era that I missed those titles. Oh well, it'll be alright. So that's one wisdom. Do you have any friends that will play Legend of Mana with you, Romeo? Considering there is a 2-player mode. And you, apparently, considering you're whipping out your PlayStation 2, you're going to play it on the old console. The old-fashioned way. So you want to walk up to the tombstone and click on the tombstone, and you'll be teleported into the underworld. So we're going to make a beeline right for his bedroom. His little sanctuary. And this is his room right here. So that's Olbon. One of the wisdoms will not spawn unless if you talk to all the others. So we're going to talk to those that we can. Which would be Rosetto, Tote, Gaius. Ooh, Gaius. I love going and talking to Gaius. Oops. I wasn't paying attention. Kind of spaced out for half a second. Alright. There we go. Now, when we did the quest early on, Watt's Hammer, or Mind Your Own Business, in either one of those we could have brought Bud with us and found Pokel early in the game. If you feel like doing that, instead of running around hunting for him now like I am, which is what I should have done, is do the thing early on, you can do that. Alright, buddy, you have a good one, Romeo. Go take care of your children. Put them in bed and come back. I like having you here. gonna go back to Lumina and see if we can't find Pokel. Because every now and then you will find him by the shop. And if he's there, that's great. If he's not, which he's not, oh well. It's just a quick stop on the road. So next one, we're going to go get Gaius. Here at Luon Highway. Actually, I would highly suggest that you actually go get Pokel early in the game. At the quest Mind Your Own Business. Because you got to talk to him anyway. You're in the mine, so you know where he's at. We're going to take a boink. And it just makes more sense to do it that way. I don't know why I didn't do it this time, but it makes more sense to do it that way. That way you don't have to do what I got to do, which is hunt him down. Because Pokel is the only wisdom that once you find them, moves around all the time. Other than Selva, but Selva doesn't even show up to you to where you can talk to him unless if you've talked to the other 5 wisdoms. So it's kind of pointless to even consider him a problem because you can't even talk to him in person. Now we've found Gaius. We're going to raise on up and give him a small chit-chat. There was a great mage named Hanslet long, long ago. His name is not mentioned in history, but he was much larger than me in many ways. Come again, Rachel. The good thing about fighting chocobos and stuff is you can actually find feathers on them. If you can get flaming quills, they're really, really good for forging, say, a spear made of a lantern alloy. At least that's what I prefer to use them on. There are a lot of in-depth Legend of Mana crafting guides out there. If you'd like to look them up, and if there's any interest in the YouTube community, if y'all guys want me to post those, I will send you some links to them and provide that information for you. They are in fact really in depth. I would say it's more in depth than say your local chemistry class in like high school. It feels like you're taking chemistry, is what I'm saying. There's a lot of factors. It's really detailed. It's a really, really good system. It's really well made. It's just extensive and very hard to approach if you don't know what you're doing. Because a lot of times people they'll go into the workshop and they're like, I'm going to make a weapon. And they make a weapon and it starts out with an attack of like, I don't know, let's say 50. And they're like, hell, yeah, that's freaking cool. I haven't even tempered the thing yet. And then they go into this tempering process, an altering process, and suddenly they go from 50 to 95, and they get really excited because they want to do more. And then suddenly, after they've done something and they didn't pay attention to what they did, they suddenly go from the attack power of 95 down to 30. And they go, what the hell did I do? What happened? Because all they see is like these special abilities being earned and all the other stuff, but they're losing attack power along the way. There is a method to the madness. And if you'd like me to share with you how to do that, I will link it below the video if there's any interest. Otherwise, I'll avoid it because this is a storyline run, not a let me teach you how to craft everything run. I could make individual videos talking about crafting and golemology and all that other stuff, but that's not where my interest lies, and unless if y'all want it, I personally don't feel like doing it. Hell, I avoid it most of the time. Unless if I want to make a weapon. I'll go and do crafting weapons because that's actually enjoyable for me. What I'm really getting at is I freaking hate golemology. That 100-page book is just a pain. Now, if you want the strongest pet in the game, or companion, outside of like raising a pet, the quote-unquote, like graze them to earn them every level way, so that you can manage every stat based off of what you feed them, which takes absolutely forever. And sure, golems are the strongest companion in the game, and they're technically, by all standards, quick to make if you have the materials. A couple clicks and you're done. Rather than multiple playthroughs to get one animal up to level 99 by grazing them. So we'll deal with those. Had enough of that lie. Wind caps, nice. Nice little attack there, bud. Well done, well done. And we're spinning. So I was going to stream a little bit of League of Legends today, but I ended up doing a lot of it off stream. For the mere fact that nobody wants to see me if I get frustrated during a league match. I don't want to see myself during a league match. Makes y'all think y'all want to see it. I know a couple of the people that watch the stream wanted me to do it, and I was like, eh. If it's ranked, if it's normal, I'm more than willing to help teach people and guide them, especially learning the jungle, because that's my main role, but doing ranked, I feel like a different person when I play ranked. Nicely done, bud. Nicely done. So we want to keep heading up to the north side, and then we swing a left here, and we will find Tote on what has now been dubbed Pride Rock after we fight the Ox. Counter attack OP. So at this point, we have talked to Gaius, we have talked to Olbon, we have talked to Rossetto, we talked to Tote, we have talked to Pokel and Selva, and then we will be done. Alright. Come at me, bro. Did Bud just, like, utterly wreck him just now? Way to go, Bud. Jesus Christ, that damage, though. Oh, I walked into that. Petrify OP. Please nerf. Alright, nice. There we go. We're gonna move on away. And anytime you see shriek nips, whatever, kill them. They are the most terrible enemy in the game. Because they will do tons of damage and make you feel like a complete scrub. It's like getting Q-binded by Morgana in League of Legends. You get Q-binded, you just kind of sit there and take damage like a whelp. You can't do anything, and it's really just obnoxious. Nice. There we go. I will be on for the majority of tomorrow, off and on, so I'll probably do some more streaming tomorrow as well. Knock out more of this guy. So we're making our way back to the beginning, and we're gonna have to look for Pokel, whether we like it or not. So last time we saw him, he was standing at the bottom of the underworld. Now, I highly doubt he's still there, but he's not where he would be normally everywhere else. So we're gonna look for him down there anyway. Now, had we had Bud with us during, say, the last quest, when we were hunting down everyone during the quest Diddle Had It, would have been fine. That is my fault. Rip, ouch, lightning, OP. Nice. This particular quest feels kind of grindy because you have to go everywhere. It's not too bad, but it can feel that way. But it's a worthwhile quest because you help out your apprentice. Make him feel strong and important and stuff. So we're going to start out by going to the underworld and see if we just can't get ourselves sent to the bottom, maybe? That'd be nice. Because that's where we last saw Pokel. Otherwise we'll have to fight our way all the way down there and all the way back up. Which I don't mind doing, but kind of sucks a little bit. I feel like the shadows have like an evil witch's laugh. Like maybe Banjo-Kazooie witch laugh. Which, I can do that laugh, but there are people trying to sleep in my household, so I better not. This is Olbon's room. I don't want to go to the baptismal chamber, I just passed it. I want to go to the bottom. Okay. So I wonder if it's one of these rooms right here. This is where the Genie Knight Rubens now stays, since he was sent to the underworld. You can talk to him, and I may be stuck down here, but I'll never give up. He will never give up on his beloved Diana. And each one of these rooms has, you know, treasure chests and stuff like that, so it's worthwhile to drop in, especially if you're looking for materials. There we go. Now we know we're going the right way. Found our mile marker. Nice, there we go. And we're gonna make our way on down. Hey, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you back. The Doom Hammer. I've not gotten that in forever. I don't even remember what that is. Other than being a hammer. That is a very, very weak hammer. Oh, we're not gonna be using that anytime soon. That thing's broken, so low damage. Look out for the night guys. They can do tons of damage really, really quickly if you're not paying attention. There we go. Alright, again we're doing the quest for the wisdoms, and we're looking for Croquel. Last time we saw him, he was down in the bottom of the underworld. So we want to head down and look for him in the bottom as well. Along the way, there's no reason why we shouldn't pick up some of these treasure chests. Yay! That's exactly where I wanted to go. You're the best. Alright, so he's not here. So we have to fight our way back up. So recap like the last time we were here. Dodge shit, get out, go home. Nice. Again, don't do what I did. Make sure you take him with you during the quest of Mind Your Own Business. Like in the third or so video. Very, very early quest in the guide. That way you're not doing this. Unless you want to do this. Baby dragons. Nice, made it past the first go. There we go. Just chugging along on out of here. There's another treasure chest. A lot of the really good building materials for weapons and whatnot is actually down here in the underworld. Unfortunately, none of these have any adamantite, which is the strongest material in the game. Adamantite is how I made a 600 plus damage hammer, which one-shotted bosses, which, by the way, was broken. It's hashtag break the game, this is how you do it. Okay, so now I'm going in circles. So here, we've been in all these doors, and we didn't go up this path, which should lead up. But I want to check all those doors first and make sure I clear them all. There we go. Nice. There we go. EXP everywhere. All over the map. Again, the succubus is a mile marker as the way that you almost made it to the bottom. Also, works both ways. We're almost out of the bottom levels, and we're heading up the right way. Because to my knowledge, there is only one succubus in the underworld. This should be Ulbon's room. And this should be able to take us back up to the top. To the surface! So we checked the underworld, we're going to check Lumina one more time, then we're going to check the Ulcan Mines one more time, and if not, we will hold, if we cannot find it, we will hold this quest off, because this quest can be completed at any time. I just wanted to get ahead and do it now that we have all the places spawned and up. But it's not 100% necessary to do it particularly at this time. He's not there. So we're going to check the Ulcan Mines one last time, and then after that we will move on to, say, the next quest. Again, Pokel is the bird-like man. The last wisdom, in case if you did do the right way and you did this earlier during the Mind Your Own Business quest, the last wisdom is in Gato Grottos. You head north, and when you come to that fork where you turn left and you go to the Temple of Healing, or you turn right and you go up to the Overwatch area. He's going to be at that fork, and you just want to talk to him. He'll be floating in the air, and you then can come home, and it will end the quest. Hey, you want to buy items? What do you got? Iron, 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 iron. Okay, so we'll quit this quest for now, and I'm going to come back to it later. In all actuality, it is quite late at this time where I live. That being said, tomorrow we will continue Let's Play Legend of Mana 100% story run. So in the meantime, we're going to save it. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for joining me. I appreciate the support. Leave any comments, likes, follow, subscribe, that sort of stuff. You know what you need to do. Oh, damn it, that quest spawned. Okay. If this happens to you, I'm going to save it here in the night, but if this happens to you, this means the little cactus quest where Daddy's broom spawns. The little cactus has taken Lisa's dad's broom and thrown it in the junkyard. If you see this, do the quest immediately. That way you knock it out of the way. Because you can do it now that he's gone. And on top of that, if you don't do it, any other quest you are doing and or have done, you cannot turn in until you get him back. So again, thank you. This is Rakthor signing off. Thank you. Appreciate your support. And y'all have a good night. And I'll see you next time on Let's Play Legend of Mana.